right, hello everybody. We are live at the next crossing, trackside, here in Dalton. And boy, it's been a while since we were down here. As you can see, it is not exactly daytime out. And yes, we left the RF&P up in Tunnel Hill facing our direction. And we haven't done trackside under the stars on Tuesday night in a long time. Thanks to winter and cold and a whole list of other reasons. But we're here tonight. And we're going to hang out. I think we have M584 that's going to be coming up, which will then allow 1836 to come on down south. But we're going to try and catch the RF&P tonight. We saw him on Sunday, and if everything goes right, we'll see him again here on Tuesday. Got a couple more things to do. So we're just short of the signal lights. For those of you first time here, we are on the Atlanta North District and the W&A subline. Both run side by side right here through Dalton. Downtown Dalton, here's the old freight depot. On my right, your left, you are currently looking to the north, Chattanooga and up, and Atlanta behind you. Many of you have spent many an hour right here at the Dalton Depot with me, and we're back tonight. So I'm glad you're here too. If it's your first time, please, there's only two rules. One, shout out the power units as you see them go by. Ask any questions you have. And one other thing, have a good time. That's what it's about. Like I said, you never know, and we talk so many times, what's next. It's like buying Cracker Jack box. You know there's going to be a surprise. Just how deep is it in the package and what's it going to end up being. So we got a couple more things to do to get ready, but we did have that northbound on the NS line coming through, so we want to go ahead and get started with that. Didn't want to miss anything. We can see, oh, hey, we got green on the CSX line. That could possibly be 584. So I tell you what, there's our green. I got a couple more things to do, so don't you guys go anywhere. I'll be back in a little bit. Crash, Eugene, everybody, John, Tony, all of you, all sit tight. Let me go ahead and get a couple more things done, so we're ready to roll here on this next track since we've got a green already. So y'all behave and don't go anywhere. That is our signal indication for CSX northbound. Like I said, I got a couple more things to do. Y'all sit tight, get comfortable. Let's have a good time. We are back in Dalton, trackside, and it's a fun night, and glad to have y'all with us. We haven't been here in a while, but this is like old times. Oh my goodness, how many countless hours have we spent right here? Hey, Tony, you're right. We have made it down to Dalton. Couple more adjustments here. All right, we are still on green. Catch up with everybody here. Eugene, I haven't had a chance to answer a couple of your comments the other day. Thank you for all those nice things that you said. Crash, good to see you. Appreciate all of you being on. Tony, hope everything is well with you. And we left the RF&P up in Tunnel Hill, pointing this way. So I'm going to guess after our northbound CSX goes, they will finally let that train crew through Dalton. Boy, it has taken them forever to get the last 30 miles. So for those of you that with us, looks at Ben guys, probably 40 minutes ago, we were up in Tunnel Hill where the CSXT 1836 RF&P with grain train G 435 there on the siding. Kind of thought that after that last northbound that you all saw come through, we'd go ahead and he'd get to roll, but apparently not tonight. He's gonna have to wait on this other one, but hey, that's more fun for us. See what's going on. And I might have said it wrong. It's 1836. Got so much going on here all of a sudden. 1836 RF&P, what we left sitting there in Tunnel Hill. And there are 0. And when I say 0, there are just absolutely no likes in Tunnel Hill. So even with all the likes that we carry, it still wouldn't have been enough. So we go ahead and come on down here where we have a much better chance to have a good view of it. As you all know, 1836 honors the Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac Railroad. And we will see him tonight, assuming he doesn't spend the whole night up there on the siding in Tunnel Hill. And there's the historic depot, freight depot for here in Dalton. It's also the visitor center, downtown Dalton. everybody. Hey, Cody, thanks for joining us. I'm going to guess you still have RF&P sitting up there with you on the siding where we left him, because we know he didn't beat us down there. And I'm going to make the assumption after this one goes past him, the 12-mile journey or whatever it is up to Cody there in Tunnel Hill, they'll go ahead and cut him loose, send him on down our way. Just look at how clear the sky is tonight. Like I said, we have not been live on Tuesday night in Dalton in forever. And Tony said, hey, I miss Dalton, let's go back. So we missed RF&P up in Chattanooga. Chased him on down to Tunnel Hill, where it got dark on us. So we decided next best plan to catch 1836 was, let's go where there's some light. So here we are. Jonathan, if you're on up in New York, they brought the CSX siding cars down earlier. Yes, we moved on to the next train station. We do have, and we can see the Norfolk Southern northbound tower lights from this point. That very top back one is main track for the Atlanta North District line, where today, earlier today, up until about 2 o'clock, it has been crazy busy, unreal. And then finally was able to leave work, head on down. And Jesse kept up with all the news that's gone through here today. 8025 for INS went through earlier. And then he chased RF&P there in Ringgold. And then he put it on the sidelines for us with Cody up there in Tunnel Hill. Not much graffiti to look at on our siding cars that they brought down today. That is Junction Point Hair, H-A-I-R. Cody, you let us know if they cut him south up there. I'm going to guess if NS has anything waiting, they'll run one through. Since CSX crosses over NS here, CSX actually controls this yard, but NS does the track maintenance. So it's kind of like a family event. And it's not first come, first serve. It is decided by dispatch, CSX, on who's winning next. So, and the diamond is right after, once the CSX northbounds go past their signal tower there, where you see the double red, they cross over up there. What about the 99.9 on the CSX line? Below us, Adairsville, Cartersville, Marietta, on down to Atlanta for CSX. And north of us, Tunnel Hill, Ringgold, past the Bird Cam in Graysville, Georgia, not Tennessee. In case those of you have not seen our bloopers video, Mike was just convinced he was in Tennessee, but he wasn't. Took him a while, but I think he finally gave in. As always, Casey was right. Not even sure where Lawrenceville, Georgia is. What's in Lawrenceville? And yes, there at the end of the depot is a multi-level parking garage. And some of the videos, for those of you who hung out with me here in the past, we have shot there on the second level, which is right, I mean literally lined up immediately in front of the diamond. So it's a great view opportunity to see the diamond in action. And I'm thinking about Crescent City cheeseburgers at the Crescent City Tavern, which is over there on the other side of Production 6. Great food, great staff. Like I said, the depot is the welcoming center. So, and plenty of spots to rail fan. They've got seats, benches, play disc golf. But you better be good, or you're going to be running over there. Oh, Mall of Georgia, that sounds expensive. Can't take Mrs. S there. Uh-oh. And it's well lit, as you can see. In this section, there's 2 disc golf set up, and there's Sherman's neckties on those railroad ties down there, where when he marched through the South, pulled up the rails to disrupt any train activity by the Southern forces. And back in I think it's 63, everybody, if I'm wrong, correct me, the General went through here with Andrews and the Raiders the day before the battle above the clouds took place in Chattanooga. Is there rail traffic there in Lawrenceville? I haven't been shopping at the mall in so long I can't even remember the last time. I take that back. I went to Chattanooga Mall, Hamilton Place, 1, maybe 2 times for Christmas. But I just really haven't been at the mall at all. Our modern world of technology, you just look, click, and then run to the couch and sit at the front door and wait for the box. Freeman, Virginia. Green Mean, if I'm not mistaken, the Piedmont line is the line that runs through Lula, Georgia. Is that true or false? And Cody, if you're still on, any updates on RF&P? I know he's sitting there in your town. That is a siding over there for CSX. Has our northbound made it through yet, Cody? Because as long as he's been there, I'm going to guess. And I think that was 584 based on what everyone has said so far. That's going north, and they cut him loose to come on down. As you can see, we're all red up there on the top. There's that we've got Cody up in Tunnel Hill keeping an eye, excuse me, on our northbound. And then he'll let us know if they cut 1836 loose. Our train G is in George 435, and he's been up there since, before 5 o'clock. Eugene, is Lawrenceville a big place, little place, historic, scenic, exciting? And you said NS is close? Virginia to Washington. I'll bet a lot of important people rode that line back in the day. I'll bet that was incredibly beautiful scenic route. Church bells ringing 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Dalton, Georgia. Anybody new? First time? Any questions? Shout them out. I know somebody on there is going to have the answer. Across the way, John's favorite milkshake shop. Right over there, looks like they're still open. This is our first warm and okay, guys. a lot of news to catch up on. And again, we are waiting the RF&P, as you saw, Eugene, Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac Railroad. And as we were talking earlier, it ran from Richmond, Virginia to Washington, D.C. And again, like I said, I'll bet that is just one beautiful route. While we're yakking, I'm keeping an eye on our northbounds. Now Cody, let's see, Cody brought us up to date. Our last northbound CSX has passed through Tuttle Hill. Green Bean, you're right. And about the time you wrote that, we got an NS southbound. Like I said, today was just incredibly busy here. But this evening it has slowed down dramatically. I mean, it was just boom, 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 boom today. Both CSX and on the NS tracks earlier. And Cody's keeping us up to date on the C-130 flying over his house. Be careful, it could be a military airdrop. And as Cody pointed out, the ditch lights were out on our northbound, on our southbound. And a Nathan P5 horn on our southbound. Intermodal headed on down to Atlanta. As you can see behind me, the old Pullman car from the Southern Line, the Crescent City Pullman car. I bet you there was some great travels back on that train. From incredible food to relaxing time to good scenery. Makes you kind of think back as you sit here and look at the restored depot here, the old freight depot, and there's a second depot up just north of us. I saw that they're working on it. I'm not sure if they're restoring it. There used to be a restaurant in it, the depot restaurant, but it moved out. But that it had a bar in it as well, and morning coffee and what have you. So that was a great place. And Cody's got the powers there for us. Looks a little small on this one. Let me read it here. Got a slow rolling truck coming across the crossing there behind me. And on our last trade, an AC 44C 6M leading, an SD 70 AC Ace trailing, and there was also a second AC 44C 6M trailing third on our southbound train. Thanks for that, Cody. I remember when we very first started, however long ago here, and we met down there by the crossing. Geez, that's been like forever ago. Good times, good memories, and a lot of trains in between. So, Nathan P5 horn, thanks Eugene. We're sending in a repair ticket for the mechanics to get those ditch lights fixed. SD 70 ACE makes me think of a World War II flying hero. And Cody, now that that northbound's gone, you heard any more action up there in Tunnel Hill? Keeping up with Casey as well back in the studio while we wait for 1836. He's on train George 435 tonight, G435. We've got the lights on. Take a look up at the northbound signal board. You don't realize just how massive those things are till you stand relatively close. And as we talk all the time, remember, always give your train team a good clear distance, be safe trackside, have fun rail fanning, make them part of it too. Let them know that you're going to keep a safe distance, you're well marked with safety colors. Give them a huge wave, make them part of your experience. Just like you like that horn salute, they like that wave, but they don't want to worry that you might be too close. Or some people think the money shot is the one that you're literally on the train, but once you get those home, you miss a lot of the details. So always be safe rail fanning, but always have fun. And like I said, involve your rail team as well up there in that locomotive. Like I said, huge wave. Let them be as excited about being in that train as you are excited about seeing them in there. And there are, like I said, those are the Norfolk Southern indication lights on the tower. They're on the Atlanta North District line. And our CSX train over there on the siding with their northbound lights also red. No news out of L808 tonight, all quiet on the local. And Cody, let's see, any update on our southbound? Hello, Southern Railroad rail fan. Welcome to the group as we hang out here in Dalton, Georgia. Yeah, it looks like the Pennsylvania 8102 has made it to Atlanta on its way north, coming to Chattanooga at the DeBuck's Yard. NS 8102. Carolina rail fan reported him. And that train is NS 152, and he will be bound to Chattanooga, Tennessee, where that train will terminate. He will go through here after our bedtime. Well, you guys may stay up. If I stay up that late, I'll miss work in the morning. Can't do that. That's what helps make this all possible. For those of you just joining, we are in Dalton on the Atlanta North District and the W&A sub, where we are awaiting 1836 RF&P. But in the meantime, all right, as Cody makes his way to the tracks there in Tunnel Hill, he'll keep us up to date on the RF&P that's sitting about 10 miles north of us. In the meantime, southbound on approach. That's amazing, Cody. That crew has been there forever. who was it shouted out? There she is! RF&P CSXT 1836 leading CSX train G. George 435 honoring the Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac Railroad, making its way through Dalton. And as all of you know that are normally here with us, with the diamond being tied up like that, there's a real good chance we'll get one more NS in that's waiting either below or above us. So let's sit tight for a little bit before we end our mission to catch 1836 here in downtown Dalton. Anybody new? Shout any questions you have. And if you haven't been with us before, now's a fantastic time to tell 10 of your friends that you've had a great time tonight. If you didn't have a good time, don't tell anybody, just keep that a secret. And if you've not subscribed, please do so. It means a lot to Casey and I, and it helps the channel grow. It's kind of like driving down the road and you see a restaurant on the right and it's full of cars, the restaurant on the left, it doesn't have any cars. And it's like, I don't know if I want to go on the left, there's nobody there. So you go to the one on the right just to find out it's all the employees parked in front instead of the back. So, but yes, please subscribe, it means a lot. And if anybody's trackside north or south of us, shout out. Anything you might be aware of. Cody, we got anything else coming south? And we're going to keep an eye on the northbound tower. And we're going to go ahead and give this, so we'll say another 15 minutes before we pack. And we get anything in that time period, we'll stay for one more. Otherwise, it is way past dinner time. For me. I imagine you guys have eaten. And let's see if hey John, how are you? Let's see if I can read this. At E30203. My eyes are failing in the dark. We've got a northbound coming through McDaniel, Georgia with CSXT 706, 902, and 3229, about 30 minutes away. Let's see, 30 minutes puts us at 9 o'clock. So that's what time we'll use. 9 o'clock is our cutoff, unless there's a green light. And then I'm going to head for dinner at 9 o'clock because I be hungry. right, everybody. We posted the news. Hey, he's coming south. I smell somebody outside smoking a cigar over the Crescent City Tavern. And we are going to hang out till 9 o'clock. And then I'm really going to be hungry. There's a look at the depot. Like I said, it's been a long time since we've hung out down here on a Tuesday night. Last time I was here, my nose was so cold I wasn't sure it was still attached because I couldn't feel it. Anybody new? Raise your hand. Let us know. Anybody not subscribed? Please do so. Anybody have any questions? Ask away. With all the trained folks that are on here tonight, I don't think you can stump the panel. Right, John? Eugene? Everybody? Cody? You guys have more answers than answers. And we appreciate you all helping out with everybody and being trackside with us as well. $125 cars long. That is a bunch of coal. 17,000 tons, huh? Just think back in the old days how long that would take. And everybody, that was Mrs. S on the phone there a moment ago. She said to tell y'all hi. She just got home from karate. Anybody going to Mardi Gras this year? It's getting close. See, it's going to Crawfordville, Georgia, is where the RF&P is headed. I wonder what's exciting in Crawfordville, Georgia. Well, for that matter, where is Crawfordville, Georgia? Never been there. And checking CSX. Red. Over red. Junction point hair sign, H-A-I-R, as opposed to the rabbit version. Climbing the pole to the top. And there, we are the proud owner of 4 of a kind. Southern Railroad Rail fan, you're going to wait patiently for 576 this year. Is that like a goal? Fill us in. Well, it's not right to tease. How dare they? Southern Railroad. Oh, hey guys. There's our green on the northbound. Yeah, I was just looking up. It says locomotive 576. The finish line is in sight for the restoration of the historic Nashville steam engine, reported by WKRN in Nashville, Tennessee. Could be as soon as the end of next year. Nashvilleans could once again see it. The NSPS Spring Open House is set for April 27th for a day of Nashville railroading. Well, who's going? Anybody got plans? All right, we do have our last train making its way here of the night. Glad you all stuck out and hang out with us. And just starting to cool off. I still have a light jacket on. We got all the lights on. We are as ready as can be. Maybe even readier. So we're going to put one more in the bag tonight. Sorry I got quiet there. I was making some notes. April 27th for the open house there in Nashville. On our RF&P as it went south, as you can see just how dark that black hole is. Once it goes past the crossing, the camera just could not focus on that locomotive and see it. It's just so dark down there. Once you go past the crossing, there are no lights on tonight. Once you go past right here, that's it. And we've got this all lit up tonight. We've got, let's see, 37,000 looms up there on that light, another 37 on the light behind me on that set. That's 6 LEDs producing that, so 37,000 times 2, and then 2 single 7,000 loom units set up tonight to light up our track area. And again, as we talked earlier, there's John's favorite milkshake spot. There's our crossing, where we'll be looking for our next northbound CSX train. Tonight is the first time that we have filmed in Dalton with the new transmitter. And we are running between 4 and 5 bars of 5G on our transmission, which makes a tremendous difference. And then throw in dark time or darkness, which is a little bit challenging for the recording device, but we are transmitting to you tonight in full 5G 5-bar service, which is very, very unusual. We have not ever done that before. Our previous provider was lucky to get us a signal, and they were a name brand company. So we made a couple exploratory changes. Looked like there were better options, and Casey guided me through Best Avenue, and here we are tonight, broadcasting to you in full 5G, and from the recording device through the transmitter up into the sky and beyond to YouTube land, where once it processes, in 8 to 10 seconds later, what happens here, you see there. In this world of modern technology that Casey and I talk about all the time. Me, I'm trying to keep up with it. Casey's so far out ahead of it, he has to drag me along. But I'm happy just to be here to get drug along. I'll get there one way or another. There are days I cause Casey a lot of mics. But like I said, he gets me there. Just like this CSX train will get here. Somebody getting another milkshake over there. The rooster's asleep tonight. For those of you who have been with me or normally with us here, that rooster crows all day long, all morning and all evening up until dark. Then I guess he finally goes to bed. There's our northbound. Green signal indication up on top. Tony's inviting everybody to Winchester, Tennessee on May 24th for the Model Train Show. And Southern Railroad Railfan, he's making a path for our northbound. 4 curves to go around and be right here. That sounds like a plan to all of us. 4 curves and go. Where we are going to get one more northbound CSX through downtown Dalton. already cleared, and she's at North Tilton. Y'all recognize that name? Where we hear that all the time, where L808 works down there. So let's swing to the south and get ready for our next performer. And as you guys see, Southern Railroad Rail Fan. Too many R's are in there, and S's. Has called South Dalton. Going through Phelps, which is, if I'm not mistaken, Phelps is where NS and CSX split. Or one goes to the right, one goes to the left down there as you're going southbound. So, literally, just around the corner. Southern Railroad Rail Fan's got a handle on it all and is making arrangements for you guys to have that next train right here on Rail Moments. Let's listen for it. Thanks, Southern. And there goes into the night the coal train that Southern Railroad Railfan promised you guys. Send it on up through Tilton, Phelps, and right here now through North Dalton. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. Let's see what's next on the game plan. As promised, it's been a fun night. Like I said, I'm just trying to think back how long it's been since the last time we all hung out together here in Dalton. Like I said earlier, all I remember is my nose was so cold I couldn't tell if it was attached anymore because I couldn't feel it. But hey, we always have a good time here. I hope tonight's transmission to y'all was better. Like I said, this is the first time that we have broadcast in full 5G with full 5 bars of service to you on the transmission. So hopefully it makes a difference on whatever you're watching at your end. We are going to go ahead and start packing. Casey says hi from the studio to everybody. Mrs. S, as you all know, called a little while ago to check on us. She said tell you all hi as well. Here in front of the Crescent City Tavern. Where the parking lot's pretty full tonight. Got real tempted. Get a cheeseburger and fries tonight. Love their food. But I'm going to eat at the house. So, I'm going to go ahead and start tearing down. There is a good chance that as long as CSX had the diamond tied up with that long green light, we might have an NS close by sitting, waiting. If so, and I hear the horn before I get everything packed, we'll catch one more. If not, we're going to see each other at the next crossing, which is always something to look forward to. Every day that I get older, I just get happier to hang out and how much fun doing something like this is. As you all know, I have a full-time job too, so it limits some of what I get to do, but it's always fun to meet so many people that I have throughout the last 2 years. And like the other conversation the other night with John, with you and everybody that was on, I mean, just all the things that you share and learn, just so many things I've learned just from reading all the text that you guys share as y'all chat while we're trackside. I try to keep my chatter down so you can hear horns and what have you coming, so you can feel as much of the effect from where you are from where I am. So we are all red here. Not sure what becoming south, but I'm going to go ahead and start packing. And if we have horn before I'm done, like I said, we'll catch one more. Otherwise, we are going to wind down and I'm going to head for dinner. So let's see what happens, because you never, ever know what's next. That's why it's so much fun to rail fan and it's relaxing. If you're a coffee fan, take a thermos of your favorite coffee. Got a particular sandwich that you like. It's like going out on the boat. A sandwich just tastes so much better when you're on a boat or at a railroad crossing or whatever. Always be safe, but always have fun. So, John, everybody, Southern Railroad, thank you. And I'm going to pack. Y'all keep an eye on things, and I'll be back one last time to say good night. So, y'all keep me updated. Y'all listen close. Southern Railroad Railfan, you did a good job on your promise. 4 curves and then the straightaway. If anybody's just hopping on, we are winding down. John and everybody, and Southern Railroad Rail fan, Cody, Eugene, everybody's all keeping an eye. See if we pick up a green as we roll up all the cords. It's almost a production. By the time I get all the cords and lights and monitors and everything all hooked up and picked up and put up in the production 6. And again, thanks everybody for all the thumbs up. And it is very quiet, but I am listening. If I get that horn, I'll let you know. And in the meantime, we're going to keep wrapping up, and I'll take a look at the monitor one more time before we come to an end. So, y'all sit tight. Not only has it been fun, it's been real fun. for those of you that are wondering, why does Mike always look at the phone? Well, it's one of the monitors that I use, and after my little incident in Tunnel Hill a month or two back, where I decided to chat with y'all and fill you in on everything going on at 5 times the magnification and not realizing it. You got to see the iris of the eyeball and one eye and piece of an ear, and as I went on about the history and historical points and the incredibly fascinating tunnel there in Tunnel Hill. And then later when I always rewatch the videos, see what I could do better, or what did I do wrong, or just there's always something that you learn, or read back through the comments. There's a lot of times with everything going on, I miss something in the chat and then I see it later, and so I now make sure waist up and all of me here, as opposed to, oh, Mike's got an ear. So we got one more light to shut down. We've got 200 feet of cord rolled up, all the equipment put up, just a couple more things to do. All is quiet here in Dalton. I do not hear a horn. So we're on our last 5 minutes. It'll take me a couple more minutes to get everything in the truck. But I really sincerely want to say thanks everybody for being on, and everybody contributing and adding. It makes it so much more fun. And just remember, every day is a good day as long as you want to make it one. And I think that's all my news for the night. So we're going to take a look at the Southern Crescent City Pullman car as I wrap up the last part, and then it's going to be good night, Irene. So again, thanks everybody. Here's a look at the Crescent City car. Think back to how many people probably rode that car back in the day. And all the fantastic dinners that were served on those trains. Oh, makes me jealous. Makes me want to go get an Amtrak ticket, to be honest. All right. everybody, thanks for being with Casey and I. And we will see you at the next crossing. Y'all stay safe. And thank you again, everybody, for helping out, being on, keeping track of everything. It does make such a difference.